If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it, I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Get over here.
Come on, man. Like, for real, bruh. For those of you who don't know, Sean Diddy Combs, his trial starts today. They done picked the jury and everything, and his trial has started. And the prosecution has came out with their opening statements. For those of you who don't understand the judicial system or the criminal judicial system, the attorney, for him gets a chance to give an opening statement. The prosecution, who is for the victims, they give a chance to have an open statement. And in these open statements, they kind of detail, or they prepare the jury with details of evidence and letting them know, like, hey, look, this is what we're finna be talking about. This is what this case is about. This is the evidence that we have against this guy over here, P. Diddy Combs. He is the one that did this, that, and the other. The prosecution does that part. And then P. Diddy's attorneys, they get up there and they get an opening statement and they say, hey, no, this is a lie. They're lying on him. He didn't do this and this, that. They defend him. That's why he is the defendant. Now, this prosecutor right here came out. This prosecutor came out swinging hard. I'm talking about throwing them haymakers. The prosecution has told the jury that at one of the freak-offs that, P. Diddy used to have, and for those of you who don't know what a freak-off is, according to prosecutors, they are saying that P. Diddy used to, go get hotel rooms and stuff like that. He would have like some of his handlers, get the room situated, get the lubricant and stuff like that situated, get all his drugs and everything that he needed for himself and for, the woman that he's with and the escorts that he's finna call him or her. He was doing, both type of escorts and stuff like that. They would pay the escorts cash money so there won't be no links back to Diddy and stuff like that. And in all of this, in one freak off, he had one of the escorts pee in Cassie's mouth. What? You mean to tell me this is your woman and you would allow a complete stranger, an escort, somebody who gets paid money to have sex with multiple women or multiple men, which is, this person is at great risk for having some type of sexually transmitted infection. Some of those ones that you can't get rid of, some of those ones that can kill you and stuff like that. and you would allow this person to urinate in your woman's mouth. Man, I'm talking about, this is unbelievable. I mean, I don't know what man, what man, that loves his woman, that will put his woman in a position like that. To allow another man, a stranger at that, and like I said, who could potentially infect her with something, to urinate in her mouth. And this is your woman, you gotta kiss her. You love her. You gotta, hey baby, hey, how you doing this morning, baby? And you ain't entertaining the thoughts that, damn, baby, I remember you let that man pee in your mouth. Now, I don't know, we can kiss and all that. We got to go get tested and all type of stuff, that. But it wasn't that something that she wanted. According to the prosecutor, they said that this was a direct order from Diddy. Diddy directing everything. Lights, camera, action. Hey, look, do this, do that. Turn around. Okay, let me see. And recording the whole thing. Cold-blooded demonstration. This is humiliating. Cassie has to be, in my mind, and see, I ain't never been in a situation like that. Praise be to God. But in my mind, I would like to think that a woman would be like, nah, like, I understand, baby, you want to do something freaky and stuff like that, and you wanted me to be with you and another man, and I let you do it and let y'all do it because, I'm freaky too and all that. You never know what goes on behind closed doors, and I can slide with that one right there. Like, okay, they freaky, man. She like two men, he want another man. They freaky. But to urinate in the mouth of your woman, no, I would like to think that a woman would be like, no, baby, you pushing it now. Like, I'm not finna do that. It's one thing for me to be, having sex with this strange man and stuff like that, but to be letting him urinate in my mouth where I can get an infection, where I can possibly kill myself, possibly kill you or infect you. No, I would like to think that a woman would say no. However, some women that are just, I'm talking about demoralized, beat down, scared, terrified, they would allow something like that to happen. Women that are manipulated, I can see them allowing something like that to happen. But again, a woman that's got some type of standards and will fight back is nah, it's not finna. Come on, pee him off? Nah. By show of hands, I know we got the hood educated residents, and I don't know what y'all doing behind closed doors, but, how many of you women, I'm talking about the residents and guests. When I say residents, I'm talking about the people that are subscribed to my channel. And the guests, I'm talking about the people that are not subscribed to my channel. So to the residents and guests, women, how many of y'all would let somebody urinate in your mouth? Now you see what I'm talking about. Cause I can see y'all right now. I ain't finna let no. I'm a freak in the sheets, but I ain't gonna let no man do that. Hell no. I ain't even gonna let my husband pee in my mouth. You see what I'm saying? You see how all y'all was like, no, I don't know. I might got a couple freaking ones in there like, yeah, I'm with that hood now, but I don't know. But I would like to think that 99.9% of y'all was like, hell no, ain't nobody finna do that to me. That's what made me think that she should have been the same way, like, no, But according to prosecutors, they are saying that happened and P. Diddy directed it. But it gets further than that, y'all. They are saying that P. Diddy beat her on a regular basis. It was like regular programming. Whenever she did anything, he was putting hands on her. If she stayed in the bathroom too long, she got beat. When he found out that she was messing with another guy, she had a side dude, beat her down, dogged her, threw her all around the room like a rag dog, according to what the prosecutor is saying. Cold-blooded demonstration. I'm talking about, and we seen how he did her on the video. We seen how he did her at the hotel. I think I got that video on my other channel for those of you who haven't seen it. I'm going to go through there and I'm going to check and see if I got that video over there. If I do and you ain't seen it and you want to see it and you're into that type of stuff, click the link that's going to be pinned at the top of the comment section. Go over there, get your membership, and then you can check the video out. But he dog walked there in that video. So that right there tells me that he's comfortable beating her. He ain't got no problem with beating her, because any man in any type of right sense is not finna do what he did to their woman. Understanding that we are stronger than our women. Understand that, our job is to protect, provide, and please our women. The last thing we want to do is put these on them. We supposed to use these to protect the woman. Hey, hold on, baby, get behind me. This dude looking crazy. Hold on, man. That's what we supposed to be doing, not beating her. But the way he did her, it lets me know that that right there was regular programming. And then to do it in a hotel, this man right here running with a towel on, chasing this woman, beating her in a hotel. Cameras everywhere. And the cold-blooded part about this whole demonstration, he was doing all this to her at a ripe young age. She was like 19 when they first connected. And he dogging her like that. Look, to all my young women, don't be so quick to try to, grow up. And don't be so quick to just get up under a man that's going to mentally and manipulate and emotionally abuse you. Have some morals about yourself, because there are a lot of men out here that understand that women get caught up in the glitz and the glamour. Women get caught up in the purses and the money and the shopping sprees and the vacations and stuff like that. The cars, the clothes, the houses. And when a man understands, or a mentally deranged man, when he understands that he can just manipulate you like that, he gonna dog you. And it's up to you to say, nah, I ain't with all that. I'm not finna let you do that. But I seen it happen so many times, not on the Hollywood level, but on the hood level. And what I mean by that is you got big time drug dealers in the hoods all across America that dog women. They will have like a main woman at the crib, but all they side pieces, dog them. Treat them bad. And the side pieces will continue to allow this type of treatment. Why? Because she's caught up in the glitz and the glamour. She's caught up in he taking care of her, giving her a few dollars here, buying her some shoes, buying her a purse, ride her in his nice fancy car and stuff like that. Understanding that he got a woman, understanding that it's not just her, it's other girls too. It causes some women to belittle themselves. It causes some women to have low self-esteem. But I gotta be honest, they do it to themselves. Why? Because they caught up in the glitz and the glamour. Now that's a cold-blooded demonstration. Then the prosecutors are coming out and saying that they got another woman, right? They ain't got her name out there. She just going by the Jane Doe. She got to kicking with Diddy. She said she was falling in love with him. And then he pulled the freak off on her and said, hey, baby, I'm kind of freaky. Let's do this. And she had a freak off with him. And she thought that it was just going to be one, this is going to be a one-time thing. Nah, P. Diddy, he greedy. He want it all the time. So he making her do it on a regular basis. She said that one time, or not one time, but when she met up with the male escort, she told the escort to put on a condom. Diddy said, nah, he ain't putting on no condom. you gotta hit him raw dog. And I'm talking about, those ain't his words, but you know, he basically told her, nah, you gotta have unprotected sex with this man. And that's what she did. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Like, for these women, like, I understand that if you in fear for your life and all that, and he got a gun at your head, like, hey, you better do it. I'm gonna blow this month, you bet. I can understand that, but just to put your life at risk like that, just because you like somebody you love, I don't understand it. But however, it happens all the time. This is not nothing new. She is gonna get on the stand and testify that one time that she was doing a freak off with Diddy, she vomited. And she thought in her mind that once she vomited, you know, that it'd be over with. No, Diddy kept her, keep going. I don't care about no little vomit. That ain't gonna hurt nothing. Keep it going. She said that she was doing it so much that she started had to take drugs just to get through the freak offs. Even though she ain't like him, but she understood that it made Diddy happy. And that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to make him happy. So she played the role of being happy, or played the role that she liked doing the freak off, just so that she could satisfy his crazy ass desires. She gonna get on the stand and say Diddy beat her up all the time. Not only that, when she tried to leave Diddy and tried to say she was gonna go to the police or anything like that, Diddy said he was gonna expose the videotapes, because he's sitting back recording the whole thing. He gonna expose the videotapes, put them out there, you know what I'm saying, and embarrass her. So that what gave her pause to do anything and to stay in a relationship with him, because of the blackmail. One of his assistants, I think the sister name is Mia or Maya or something like that, she finna get on the stand and testify that he took advantage of her. One day she said she just doing her regular duties. He come up on her, put his hand up under her skirt and just get to penetrating her. And then took advantage of her. Straight like that. She ain't never go to the police or none of that type of stuff, but she thinking that it just was a one-time thing. But no, Diddy greedy. He kept on doing it. And now she's finna get on the stand and she's finna tell her story as well. Cassie gonna get up there and testify. They got some of the male escorts that he paid. They finna get up there and testify as to what was going on during these freak offs. Crazy, because here it is, like, these people is finna get up there and expose everything, and his kids, the woman that he got in his life now, and his family members is finna sit back and listen and hear all of this. Even though P. Diddy is saying, hey, the freak off was consensual. P. Diddy defense is that, hey, you know, we were just being freaky. I wasn't making nobody do nothing. All this right here was consensual. We grown adults. We just getting freaky. This is what we do. But the male escorts is going to testify that one of the male escorts saying that he seen P. Diddy beat Cassie down. Yeah. I'm talking about, man, this right here I'm talking about the prosecutor has came out swinging. I got to wait and see what the opening arguments of the lawyers is going to be, because I might, update y'all on that as well. But as of right now, man, I'm talking about it's looking tough for Diddy. I ain't even going to lie. And before I depart, allow me to say this right here to the young women, or just women, period. Have some morals. Have some morals. Think like this right here, and then I'm going to get up out of here. If you have children, or if you will ever have children, if what somebody is asking you to do, if you wouldn't want your daughter to do it, you wouldn't want your mother to do it, you wouldn't want your grandmother to do it, your auntie to do it, then that's telling you that whatever they asking you to do is inappropriate. You shouldn't be doing it, because you don't want your child to do it, you don't want your family members to do it, you don't want the ones that you love to do it. So when somebody wanna request you do something that's immoral, then you really got to sit back and question, like, do this person really love me, or am I being used and abused? And 9 times out of 10, if they asking you to do something that you really don't want to do, and that you can't see somebody that you love doing it, that person does not love you, and you are being used and abused. This is Hood Educated, not Lame Related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.